Hey everybody, Tom here for Tom's Road Trip, and I am in Orlando, Florida at Gaylord Palms Resort, Orlando, for the annual Christmas holiday celebration. Now normally they would have their annual ice, which has artisans from China coming over here and sculpting real ice into different sculptures. Last year featured the Polar Express. I've been here years past. It was a Charlie Brown Christmas. Several other movies that are very popular during Christmas are featured. But because of the pandemic, they had travel restrictions, so the artisans were not able to come here. So instead of ice this year, they are doing a pop-up experience called I Love Christmas Movies. Now, I love Christmas movies. It's something I watch every year. I'm sure you do too. So we are going to take a look around, complete the I Love Christmas Movies pop-up, and take a look around the rest of the property for all the holiday festivities going on. So let's go. So just inside the doors to the right is I Love Christmas Movies. We see Market Square. Kids and those of young at heart can story time at Mrs. CLAUS. Alpine Workshop, you can go in there and build your very own Christmas toy. Alpine Sweet Shop, you can decorate your own gingerbread house or Christmas cookies.
Nailed it. And number 2, anyone you see wearing one of these stylish t-shirts
Here we go.
or production assistant.
Let's see movies from Elf.
That's all you. So make sure you listen to any and all of their directions.
Speaking of direction, number 3, follow your blocking.
Blocking, industry term. It means where you stand.
That's right.
You're right at opening.
On these markers.
So don't have to wait in these big long lines. Of course, there's nobody here right now, but later on there definitely will be.
We will be grouped into your viewing party. I'll bring the popcorn.
Even though you may be on the set with another group, you will always be seen.
How we doing?
Doing good.
Awesome. So, we are going to roll on into our first scene, the whimsical world of Elf.
All right.
Come on in. While you enter, draw your attention to your right, and you can see the height markers here, and you can kind of see where you measure up compared to Buddy and all the other elves.
Wow.
So the way that they made Buddy the elf look much larger than all the other elves in this film is a technique called forced perspective. We are in the toy workshop in the North Pole. We're going to get this scene rolling, and lights are up.
As much as Buddy was accepted by his family and friends, there were a few drawbacks to being a human in an elf's world. Buddy's a little short on the toy quota. He's only made 85.
So if you look right over here, you can see the toy production schedule. They were supposed to make at least about 1,000 toys per elf. Buddy only made 85, so yeah, he was a little short on that quota.
Yeah.
You can see his one and only seat right here. He had to squeeze in between all those other elves. Now they did take some concept art from another movie, an animated Christmas classic. You might recognize where some of these hats came from. They took the concept art from another film, Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and snuck it in to Elf. So let's roll on into our next shot.
All right.
We're gonna head in onto our next scene, the North Pole. Go ahead and find your marks right that way. So, we are in the North Pole scene where Buddy passes all of his friends. He hops on an iceberg, then all of his friends wave and wish him a grand farewell to go find his dad.
Begins his journey from the North Pole to New York City. All of his friends wish him luck on his adventure. Bye, Buddy. Hope you find your dad.
So, we're gonna roll on into the 7 layers of the candy cane forest. I do believe that Snowman's voice was also the narrator in Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Another little sneaky treat.
Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid, yeah.
Awesome. We're gonna head over to the 7 layers of the Candy Cane Forest. A lot of the snow in this film is also computer generated. That includes a lot of the snowballs in Buddy's famous snowball fight scene. So let's roll on into Gimbel's department store. Gimbel's department store was actually closed for about 16 years prior to the making of this movie. Buddy took the time overnight and decorated the store in preparation for the big man himself, Santa Claus. Let's get this scene rolling and go ahead.
Buddy found a job at Gimbel's department store, where he took it upon himself to do a little decorating.
Hit the lights.
Santa made a visit to Gimbel's, but it wasn't who Buddy expected.
So,
You sit on a throne of
you
lies.
might recognize the throne, that's where Santa himself was supposed to sit, but that was not quite the Santa that Buddy was expecting. Also, if you pay your attention right up there, that's the 1967 toy, the Light Bright, that Buddy took the time to welcome Santa.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So let's roll on out this way. We got 4 more movies to film, and then when the director approves of a cut in the film industry, they want to insert it into the film. They like to say that that's a wrap. So we have 4 more movies to film, so say it with me. That's a wrap. I'm sure you got plenty of experience with that phrase.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to roll into our next movie, The Year Without a Santa Claus. This film was only 48 minutes long and took 85 minutes to film. Let's roll into our first scene. Your action in this scene is to be really, really cold because we're headed into Snow Miser's lair.
Oh, yeah. God, I remember
Miser
this.
does control the coldest weather on Earth and can turn anything he wants into snow and then back again. We should be getting word from our director the lights are up.
In order to save Christmas, Mrs. Claus and the elves visit Snow Miser, who controls the world's cold weather. They beg him to send snow to a winterless town, South Town.
So he hasn't seen Santa Claus, so we're gonna roll into our next shot with his half brother, Heat Miser. Heat Miser controls the world's hottest temperatures. And we're gonna get word from our director that the lights are gonna come up. And we're gonna hit action.
Heat Miser, who controls the world's warm weather, will only allow snow in Southtown if Snow Miser gives him the North Pole for an entire day.
So your action obviously would be really, really hot.
Oh, yeah.
So let's roll on out of Heat Miser's lair into Southtown. Southtown is very merry, very bright. You can hear them greet each other with Christmas cheer. But Baby Vixen was captured by the dog pound. The only way that the mayor will release him is to bring a white Christmas to Southtown. Let's hope he snows. Sing along. Christmas cheer. Let's try and release Baby Vixen. We wish you a Merry
Christmas and a happy
There it is. It is another white Christmas after all.
All right.
This film was produced on ABC in 1974. So that is a cut for this scene. And that concludes A Year Without a Santa Claus. So what do we say? That's a wrap.
All right.
There he is, flying off with Santa. Back to the North Pole.
Here we go. All right.
Let's roll on into our next movie, The Nostalgia of A Christmas Story.
Oh, man. One of my favorites.
Huh?
That's one of my favorites, definitely.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is a classic.
And anytime I see Fragile, I always see Fragile now.
Yes. Right there, put the close up.
Yeah.
Let's tune up this really old radio.
Unpacking the box, they didn't know what was inside. There could be anything in there. Oh boy, would you look at that? This is a lamp. With a snap of a few sparks and a quick whiff of ozone, the lamp blazed forth in unparalleled glory.
No, it's not plugged in.
Oh.
had to do was replace that fuse and they'd be good as new.
Yeah.
This house you might know is in Cleveland, Ohio. You can visit that house to this day, spend the night, and then go across the street to a Christmas Story museum.
Wow. Something I'd like to do someday.
Yeah. Want to get a close-up of the lamp?
Absolutely. There we go. The famous leg lamp.
Alrighty, so let's go on this one. We are in the dinner scene. So this is the scene where those bloodhounds got in and took that turkey for themselves.
Oh yeah.
They were hungry, but the family was left without a feast. Lights are
When
out.
all is most right in the world, the most unthinkable disasters descend upon us. But this was not the biggest nightmare the family faced.
So when those bloodhounds took off with the turkey, where did the family go to eat? Chinese food.
Oh yeah.
My family's tradition on New Year's. You can check out right here. This is the LAMPOON'S soap, which in the film was only a wax mold prop as
yeah.
punishment used.
Wow.
Yeah, we really gotta let this scene sink in. Because this is where everything did go awry.
Yeah.
And then you wanna head in there first?
Yes.
We're gonna head into our next shot. We are now in the pink nightmare sequence.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The actor who played this character still owns this iconic costume to this day. The only place you can find it is in his closet.
Wow.
Everyone gathered to see what looked like a deranged Easter bunny. A pink nightmare.
So he might not fit that costume, but he still owns it to this day. And I'm going to take you back to the beginning of the film. You might remember when they're outside the school trying to lick that featherbone pole.
Yes.
The way that they had that effect is by inserting a vacuum straight up the pole and cutting a hole out, so what he licks is the vacuum, not actually the pole.
Oh, okay.
So that's how he gets his tongue stuck.
That's cool.
Alrighty. So let's roll on out this way, and that does conclude A Christmas Story. So what do we say?
That's a wrap.
You would know
All right,
best.
yes.
So we are going to now hop on board the Polar Express.
Oh boy.
The Polar Express won Grammys, Academy Awards, Guinness Book World Records because of the technique they use called performance capture, where they put cameras on the actual actors' faces, which is how they captured their facial expression and then inserted it into the animation of the movie. They were one of the first films to do that. I believe this film was released in 2004. And if you take a look right here, we are right at the Polar Express round trip ticket. And the most significant date printed on every single one is Christmas Day.
Oh yeah. Another fantastic movie.
Oh yeah.
Watch this every year.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas if you don't watch the Polar Express.
Exactly.
So we are now in our first scene, the little boy's bedroom. So if you've seen it and you love it so much, can you tell me what the little boy's name is in the film, the main character?
No, I thought he was just going by.
It's a trick question.
He just goes by. He just goes by Boy, didn't he?
It's actually Hero Boy listed in the credits.
Oh, Hero Boy. Okay.
So your action in this scene is to wake up in the middle of the night, a little confused and disoriented, so your light starts flickering, you go out, look out the window, the pump goes up,
Polar Express.
so you run downstairs, out the front door, and there it is, the Polar Express, out on the street.
Woo.
The Polar Express is also based off the same author who wrote the book Jumanji.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not either. I actually only know of the film Jumanji, and then they obviously just released the second one with Chris Rock,
Yes.
Rob Johnson.
Yes.
But I didn't even know they had a book, which is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna have to read it.
Yeah.
So we got our tickets ready. We are about to climb on board the Polar Express. Let's just see if the director is ready for us.
Okay.
Seems as though he is still doing a take with the other actors in front of us. They're doing their rehearsal.
Okay.
So we're just gonna hang out here for a moment. You can take a look at the ground on the floor. You can see the bells. This will come into play in a little later in line, the next scene after this one. Alrighty, I do believe the director is ready for us to climb on board the Polar Express.
Oh,
Take a good whiff.
Oh
We
yeah.
are on the iconic train, the one and only hot chocolate scene.
Oh yeah.
So, your action in this scene would be to dance and sing along to the hot chocolate number just like the waiters did. We are leaving the neighborhood.
We are
We're on our way.
for a very special destination. But first, are there any
Lights
passengers
up.
in need of
Action!
refreshment?
No backflips, please. Hot chocolate, here we only have one rule. Never ever let it cool. Keep it cool and keep it hot. What do you got? Hot chocolate. Woo! There we are. Take a look out the window, you guys. That is a cut for that scene. We are passing the beautiful and stunning Aurora Borealis. Or it is also called the Northern Lights. That can only mean one thing. We are getting close to where?
North Pole.
North Pole train station, or in the film, I believe it is called Christmas Town.
Yes.
So gather your belongings, get ready to deboard the train. We are coming to a full and complete stop, and coming on to hit our next marks. That's right that way. We are here. There is the big man himself, Santa Claus. And then take a look to your left. As I mentioned, that bell would come in play. This is the iconic bell that was given to the little boy because it is said that he is a true believer. Do you believe?
Oh yes.
Let's see.
What's that?
Do you hear the jingle?
Yes.
Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside and give your dreams the wings to fly. You have everything you need if you just believe.
Excellent. So happy to see you are a true believer. We heard that bell. We believe in Santa Claus.
Yes, I do.
Now, that was the voice of Josh Groban, and he is the one who won a Grammy for that song. Now that concludes the Polar Express. The train has left the building. So say it with me one more time.
That's a wrap.
Wrap. Excellent. We are on our way to our final movie to film today. Take a look at the ground. It's not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes.
Nor is it Rocky and Bullwinkle. It is the one and only National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Let's go right outside of Eddie's RV.
Definitely another one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Another favorite, here we are.
Absolutely.
So this was only one of 2 Christmas movies released in 1979, I believe. 89, my mistake, 1989. The other one was Prancer.
I remember that. Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yes, I did see that
I'm
one.
from the 90s, so I was about 1 year off.
Yeah.
Let's roll on into our first shot right outside the Clark family house. You can see they have that tree ready to bring inside.
Yeah.
So, you got your hands full,
Yes.
but these lights do not seem to be on. The family looks like they took a really long time to decorate. We are going to plug them in.
Yes.
So give me a countdown on the count of 3. 1,
2,
2,
3.
3. Look at that! They look beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Look at those lights. Take it all in. Wow. But there is Clark in the window, so that is a cut for this scene. Excellent job. We're gonna roll right on into our next scene, the living room scene. be on the lookout for Aunt Bethany's cat. Watch her step on that
Yes.
carpet and head right over there to Mark.
Or squirrels.
Yes, sir. This tree did come in from outside. So, I'm sure this tree came with a few critters, squirrels. This is where the squirrel comes running out of the tree because Aunt Bethany's cat did chase it around the house, back behind the tree, and I believe that cat got electrocuted.
Yes.
But it's okay.
Right out of the chair.
Because cats have 9 lives. So, in the film, you might remember that when Aunt Bethany pulls up outside the house, if you look in the window, the tree is shaking. That is in due fact because an earthquake happened that day. On set, and that scene made the cut and they put it in the movie.
Wow.
Yes.
That's cool.
An actual earthquake was happening that day. That is why the tree shakes. In the film, pay close attention because you couldn't miss it. That's what happens. Real movie magic. Let's roll on into our next shot. The final scene, or the martini shot, the dinner table. So this turkey looks absolutely beautiful. Must have taken a long time to bake.
Remember this scene?
This is where the turkey explodes. The turkey explodes, causing a huge mess. Obviously, once again, they're left without a dinner. But they bake some delicious gingerbread cookies. Aunt Bethany sings the national anthem, and the actual voice of Aunt Bethany is actually the same actress who portrayed the character Betty Boop.
Oh, okay. That's
You
cool.
can actually hear a resemblance if you listen closely.
Yeah.
But yes, that is the character who played Betty Boop. She did play the Aunt Bethany in this very iconic film.
Wow. Yeah, she definitely had that kookiness to her.
Yes, yes, exactly. So this is where we would roll the credits. That is a scene for National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We are right outside the I Love Christmas movies. You've been a great talent.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Christmas at Gaylord Palms.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Again, my name is Sean. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sean.
I'm very upset about that.
All right, so from the Alpine Village, come over to this area on the left-hand side. Got the snow factory. Snowballs at the targets for points. Build real snowballs. Those of you up north, that might not seem so exciting, but here in Florida, that's something a little special because we don't get snow here. And then something even more exciting, you can sled down Snowflow Mountain on a raft, or tube rather. How you doing? It's real snow up there. Over here, and they do have some drinks here and adult drinks. So you do have some precautions for this year. Face masks are required. You have hand sanitizing stations all throughout the premises. And of course we have this giant store here. All sorts of stuff you can get. Any other events they have here? Feast with the Grinch. Another Christmas classic. Alright, so while there's not as much to the holiday celebration this year at Gaylord Palms in Orlando, I will leave a link if you've not already seen the ice from last year's featuring the Polar Express. I'll leave that down in the description if you'd like to see that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed what I came and saw. It was fun. I enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. Have a very happy holidays, seriously. Stay safe, everybody. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.